broadcaster Deepak Vora is also with us. He's a former diplomat. Major Mohammed Shah, defense expert, also with us.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Always a pleasure to be with you on NewsX, learn from you, and of course you have Major Mohammed Ali Shah. Delighted to share the screen with him.
And you know, Major Shah, just to take this forward, also what needs to be highlighted is India's statement in the backdrop of what's happening in Sri Lanka. India categorically denying having anything to do with Rajapaksa's escape from the country. Very, very significant. I'm sure you would agree, considering, of course, once bitten, twice shy. The last thing India would want a repeat of the past, what we saw in the LTTE days. The last thing we want, of course, is for Sri Lanka to perceive India once again as the big brother.
You are absolutely right there, Meenakshi. We will not play the big brother, but we will play the helping brother rather. And we will not obviously help him. We have nothing to do with his escape, but we have, like, the aid that we gave on humanitarian grounds. We will play the helping brother on humanitarian ground, which we have always played in every single crisis. You name it, the Gulf War, you name the Taliban crisis, you name the Ukraine crisis, you name anything. India has always come forward and has stepped forward and helped. Now, Sri Lanka is in for a very deep troubled time, as Ambassador Deepak Vora rightly said that, you know, a few days back, the speaker, Mr. Mahindra, had said that the president has gone to a nearby island. But then he retracted his statement immediately after that. But also Colonel Nalan Harith, who is the spokesman of the Sri Lankan Defence Ministry, he confirmed that he had departed at 2 a.m. That's this morning, you can say, practically last night. And of course, when he landed at Maldives again, after the intervention of the Maldives speaker, the door opened for him and such things. And he's right. Ambassador Deepak Vora is absolutely right in saying, because when Sri Lankan military had trained Maldives military, that's the only thing. Otherwise, logically speaking, though he went in an Air Force aircraft, the nearest geographical location was India. He could have come to India, he could have come to Chennai, he could have come anywhere in India. But no, he was not welcomed in India on that route. Sri Lankans are most welcome in India for a delegation or for a tourist visa, whatever, but not that kind of a backdoor entry. India does not welcome. And it wouldn't have happened. They knew it. That's well. So certainly, India has no role to play in his fleeing from there. It's rather shameful that a head of a country has to escape. It has happened in other nations, but a friendly nation like Sri Lanka, I mean, it was really because for months the signs were on. There was no food, there was no vegetables, there was no medicines, there was no fuel, there was nothing. I mean, the basic amenities the people were not getting.
Yeah, and this type of an outburst was expected. What next for Sri Lanka? That we have more breaking news coming in. I'd like to thank Major Mohammed Shah and Deepak Vora for joining us on the broadcast with their views.